us up here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, child, my nose, my nose. Hello, guys. Woody, woody, woo. Yes, here we go. Here we go. I know you pretty much you guys can definitely hear us, but you can't see us for right now. We're going to show our beautiful faces in just a second. All right, let me pull this up over here. Hey guys, if y'all see the screen, just say hello in the comments. Woo, woo. You ready, Dr. Ray?
I'm ready. I'm ready, Coach.
Are you ready to do the reveal?
I'm ready, ready.
Hey guys.
Hey, everybody.
Good morning, and good morning.
Good
Yeah, so this morning, guys, we have a really, really good topic to discuss, which is health, healthy lifestyle, which is, you could agree with Dr. A, is so important right now, to put our health first. So I love the fact that I have you on the show today, Dr. A. Dr. A is actually our permanent guest on the Success Spotlight show, and she's also one
Thank
of my
you.
amazing clients. And she's wearing a red lipstick, so she might just break the internet today. But Dr. Ray, we're gonna just jump on in. If you could just introduce yourself to everyone, because we got some exciting people in the chat. Let's go.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for everyone who's joining us live. And thank you, everyone who's going to catch the replay. I'm Dr. Ray. I am an acute care physician. I am the #1 gut health strategist, and I am CEO founder of Better Health with Dr. Ray. I believe every person deserves to be in their best health, and it starts in your core. I help my team members and clients get in their best gut health with my exclusive patented products and virtual coaching.
That's right. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Letitia Campbell. I'm your #1 sales and marketing manager. I've been helping coaches, consultants, service providers, and network marketers for over a decade grow and scale their businesses by teaching you guys how to create systems, processes, and routines that's going to allow you to generate more sales online. So today we're going to be talking about the do's and don'ts of living a healthy lifestyle. And healthy means probably something different for everyone. I know for me, myself, me being 18 weeks pregnant, me
Anything?
being more conscious of my health and wellness, also, practicing social distancing and making sure that I'm eating right, eating correctly, and just overall having a healthy lifestyle is so important. But many, many of Americans are sort of scaling back on considering their health, right? With this whole pandemic, right? So, I brought Dr. Ray here on the show so we can start to get refocused, right? Dr. Ray, back into what really matters, which is ourselves, taking care of ourselves. Because we can't take care of ourselves. How the hell are we going to take care of anybody else, right, Dr. Ray?
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
right. Yes. And in between each, point, Dr. Ray is going to explain to you guys something amazing that she has right now, which is called her 3-day health challenge. I've done her 3-day health challenge before, and it's awesome. I've never done a challenge where I enjoyed every single thing I was putting in my body, right? Because a lot of times when we're thinking of health and wellness and we're taking supplements and taking things, it's not always pleasing to the taste. But I promise you guys, 100% you're gonna love it. But she's gonna go over that. Matter of fact, go over. You want to go over the 3-day challenge now? You want to wait a little bit?
I can do it now.
Yeah, let's go over it now since people are hopping on, and then we'll retouch it again.
Okay.
Never
Sounds
live. Go
good.
ahead.
So the 3-day challenge, and you'll see the link in the scroll below. It is a bit.ly/2 V as in Victor, S as in Sam, D as in David, E as in Edward, 84. So for the 3-day challenge, it's pretty awesome. We have a private Facebook support group for our 3-day challenges. And this is why you want to do it, because accountability is what's going to help us understand the importance of our health. So you get that as part of the challenge. But the challenge is a 3-day supply of our most popular products. And so I'm actually starting my day with some of that right now because I need all day energy and I don't do a lot of caffeine and I don't do, energy drinks or anything like that. But I easily run an 18-hour a day, and that's just typical for me. So being, a busy physician, busy mom, busy wife, busy entrepreneur, I start my day with these products. So, like I said, it's a 3-day supply of our 4 most popular products. Not one popular product, not 2, not 3, but 4. So you get 4 products, and it's only $19.95, which is awesome. As Coach and I were just talking about a second ago, it also includes a $20 coupon.
Yeah.
So get that too. The 2 of the products are, I'm going to show you, I'm going to grab this one because I have a different flavor one. But it is our Active and the pink drink. I do those together. That's what I'm doing right now. In my cup is my Active and my pink drink. And so what this one is going to do, which is really, really interesting, is it boosts your nitric oxide. I want you to Google that. Boost your nitric oxide. I'm actually going to put it in the chat because I'm logged in from my personal page.
Awesome.
And then the pink drink actually is going to help you balance your blood sugars. A balanced blood sugar is the fuel of natural energy without caffeine. So balancing your blood sugar is going to allow your body to do all kinds of fabulous things, from having balanced energy, clearer thinking. Now this is 3 days, so it gives you a sneak peek. So it gives you an opportunity to try before you buy. Then the other 2 products are the MetaBurn, which is our belly fat product. It targets the belly fat, and it contains adaptogens. Adaptogens are huge. Adaptogens actually help our body handle stress. You know, as we're going through this particular set of circumstances, and as you're trying to focus on your health, you know, you can get stressed. Doesn't mean you're not dealing well with the stress, but your body registers that stress. Well, 2 of the ingredients in our MetaBurn, our thermogenic, contain adaptogens. And the 4th one is a protein shake, which is amazing. Reason being, it is RHB free, which means it doesn't have any of those nasty growth hormones that a lot of protein shakes have. If your label doesn't say that it's free of that particular hormone, means it's in there because it's cheaper to manufacture with that in there. And then also, too, it has vitamins as well as fiber. So 4 of our most popular products in a 3-day supply for $19.95, and you get a $20 coupon and a private Facebook group.
That's right. Almost like it's free. I mean, yeah. Thinking about the numbers.
I know. I love free.
Yes, we all love free. And it's also something that's going to absolutely benefit you. You know what I'm saying? In a big way. Because I've tried the 3-day challenge before, and I absolutely, like I mentioned, enjoyed it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for rolling. And yes, nitric oxide. Thank you for adding that in. Be like, what's that? Another thing, guys, if you have any questions pertaining to your health and wellness or pertaining to Dr. Ray's 3-day challenge, feel free to ask in the comments. So we're going to jump into the do's and don'ts of living that healthy lifestyle, and which is our first point we want to make is exercise daily. Exercising daily for an hour or so will keep the doctor away. What is your perspective on that, Dr. Ray?
Well, this is an interesting thing. This is an interesting thing. Any exercise you do is going to be beneficial to your body. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, you know, the hour is what we've looked at in the past. Mm-hmm. Now what we're looking at, the research is showing us something called a model of micro workouts. So it's always been said, you know, if you don't have that hour-long break, to do it, just like you know, you're a busy mom, you're a busy entrepreneur, you got a lot of responsibilities. So sometimes locking off that hour of time, especially when we are at home, sometimes it's harder to do that 1 hour uninterrupted because you have other things you have to do. So the hour, when you do the hour, it can be broken up into 20-minute segments. Also, too, we're seeing that as little as 20 minutes of good cardio exercise is enough for the health benefits. Now, the more you do safely, the better. But we're seeing as little as 20 minutes can be beneficial for our overall health, physically and mentally. But this is the other thing, that 20 minutes can be broken up into 10 minutes and 10 minutes. It can be broken up any way you need to do it. If you have to do it in 5-minute segments, 4 times in a day, that's okay too. So micro workouts are going, mark these words, micro workouts are going to be the trend, because we're starting to understand that the way that we've looked at exercise in the past sometimes is a little bit rough on the body, where you're hitting it really hard and sometimes over vigorously for an hour can cause some joint issues, especially if we're not doing it properly. But if we do the cardio in a safe way, we can do it in a micro workout form and get all of the benefits without feeling like we are overwhelmed. So it becomes more of a routine when we make it fit our lives.
And even now that none of the gyms are open, it's I've noticed before my particular gym that I was going to before it closed, that's what they were doing too. More people attended those workouts than the 45-minute to an hour and a half workouts. And those who had, and when you mentioned micro workouts, that's what I was remembering, that was a simple fact of they got more people registered for those classes and more people got results. Because I think of, if it's something that's 45 minutes to over an hour and a half, I'm thinking of the time. I'm not thinking of the overall, and I know that's a bad way of thinking, but
no, it's real life.
That's the overall, results that I'm going to get. Like, oh my God, that is a long time of jumping up and down and running up back and forth and whatever, So I do agree, micro workouts is something that is a huge trend. Is very much effective. You can do at home. Focus, make a focal point on mainly like a certain part of the body. But either way, you're working out and you're definitely, losing calories and, getting toned up and moving. So that's definitely good. Yeah. Yeah, our bodies are different. My children, they running around, they can maintain their weight, you know what I'm saying? But
and then I'm never gonna agree with keeping the doctor away. So
you gotta go to that doctor.
No, not that you have to go to the doctor, just you don't want to keep all the doctors away. That would include me.
Oh yes. Absolutely.
I want to be around. I don't necessarily need to see you ill.
Every single month. Yeah.
But, yeah, I get that. It's to be in your best health, and that's the goal. And it doesn't mean that you're necessarily going to be a size 0.
No.
That's another thing I think that we need to get past, is that health only comes in one size.
Absolutely. That's true. That's very true. Brings us to the next point. Get enough sleep.
Oh, that is so key. And it still astonishes me this many years in as a physician. I've been practicing over 2 decades, 21 years to be exact. And how many people don't sleep well? I mean, it's astounding because I've never really had a sleep issue. So it's not anything I can really identify with personally. But you start talking to people and their health concerns, you're finding out people are sleeping like 2 hours, that people don't ever get more than 4 hours, that people are going to sleep and not really feeling rested. And there's so many restorative processes that happen during sleep that are key for your health. So, especially for people who are trying to make healthy lifestyle changes, if you don't get enough sleep, you're actually fighting your healthy lifestyle changes. So if you're not getting enough sleep, it means that, one, your melatonin is not at a good range, and melatonin is key for a lot of things. It also helps us with vitamin D absorption in the daytime. Another thing is, if you're not getting enough sleep, you're having high levels of inflammatory hormones in your body all day. And that inflammatory hormone chemical called cortisol is the basis of so many illnesses.
Yeah.
I mean, even what we're dealing with right now, it feeds disease. So we got to be careful in getting enough sleep. And so sometimes, people will turn to a prescription medication.
Yeah.
And, I was a pharmacist before I became a physician. And I tell people all the time, your body is a natural organism. You want to treat it in a natural way. Yeah. And so you want to do that naturally because, all kinds of prescription medications have people up in their fridge eating at midnight and and having nightmares.
That's
like
true.
I had somebody that was sitting at the table. She's like, "Oh, I don't sleep well." And she's like, I take, blah, blah prescription. And
Mm-hmm.
like, I have the worst nightmares on it. So I sleep.
Yeah.
I have nightmares all night. I'm like, what a heck of a choice is that? Either you don't sleep and you feel, wrung out the next day, or you take the prescription and, you're fighting with Freddy Krueger all night.
I know. And even I've noticed, even with the commercials that come on television, there's more commercials on sleeping pills and all these things. And your body, after a certain period of time, takes like a sort of dependency of that, or it wants more. So whatever you're taking, that's going to help as a sleep aid. I mean, I get it. If some people have to take it, they have to take it, but if it's something as simple as you living that healthy lifestyle too, because I know once you transition to that, it does help you sleep better. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not putting in all that harmful food, that's going to keep you up and all that stuff. But yeah, sleep is so important. I even allow my kids to get more sleep than they usually did when they were going out, leaving the home to go to school. So that way they could be rested. And I've realized that they're more happier. They're not as bored. They're, and I mean, they act up from time to time because they're kids.
Right, kids. That's
yeah,
what
but
they
I
do.
don't try to stick into a whole sleeping schedule of getting them up at 5 a.m. in the morning. No, because sleep is important. It's very, very important. And even for myself, I stopped feeling bad for oversleeping. I used to feel in the past like, oh my God, I overslept. Now I'm like, all right, I just wake up when God calls me to wake up.
Yeah, especially for children, for pregnant women, for extremes of age, just for everybody, sleep is so important. But especially for you right now, Coach, being 18 weeks pregnant, and especially for your kids. Like I've done the same thing, with my 11-year-old. I'm allowing him to sleep a little bit more because I notice his mood is so much better when he gets that it gets a little extra sleep,
Yeah. He's a boy. The boys definitely need sleep. I realized that. They do it. He is so adorable. You're an amazing mom. Someone said on Instagram that a school system says my 9-year-old has to have RX to come to school.
Yeah. Not unusual.
What is that?
Probably medications, because they're saying the child's hyperactive.
Oh, but can the schools do? I mean, simply insanity. Where do you live? Like, can a school say that? Can a school?
Maybe not necessarily directly.
Oh, because I know out here, no, ma'am.
But they'll say it indirectly.
Medical suggestions, not in New York.
Oh, they'll say it indirectly.
Okay.
Quite a few school systems will do that. And it's such a deep issue.
Great comment, Simply. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's such a deep issue as far as kids, quote unquote, needing an RX. And look, let me tell you, my focus is pediatric. But what we're starting to see that our kids, a lot of times, who are hyperactive, there's a lot of things. Some of it
Tennessee.
is
right, go ahead.
The way that they've changed. I mean, right now it's kind of a different situation, but pre-COVID, a lot of the school programs didn't have a PE component anymore. A lot of kids are not having adequate time in their day to play. Which is important for a child. It's important for adults. We don't necessarily call it play. We call it self-care, but play is part of a child's self-care. So those kids are missing that in school.
Yeah.
And the way that it manifests itself is you have a child who is going to be sometimes a challenge to direct to the schoolwork or this, but having had the weeks of being, stay at home, I don't know what Tennessee has right now, but for the weeks that the majority of the nation has had when we were doing stay at home, now that we're, reopening, it's a different situation. But the majority of, the states with the stay at home, she should have seen, like, how is he doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he directionable? Is he still having these challenges? I personally think with a pediatric focus, this is my own personal opinion, and I think the kids' school days are too long. I
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
think
the
they
school
get
days
too
are
much,
too long.
I think they
Yeah,
get too much homework
yeah,
and they're tired,
yeah.
literally tired.
Yeah, even with the homeschooling, I told you last night that I had to give my oldest son a break because, when it's so much work, it's he shuts down.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Simply also mentioned. I'm sorry, Dr. Ray, go ahead.
No, no, that was it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
she also mentioned um how she's fighting this because they've done this since her child was in pre-K. He's in a contained class. I'm
Mm.
glad simply that you mentioned that, and I hope that we're not going in a different direction, but I've even dealt with my children, my oldest children, dealing with the school telling me to have him see a neurologist so he can get mood stabilizer medication, and I refused it because I had a cousin that the same thing happened, and he was totally different after he was taking that medication, like a zombie. He wasn't his like vibrant self. So since then I was like, I'm not um having my kids take mood stabilizers because that's serious. That's You get really dependent on that, and then it's hard to wear off. Once they stop taking it, it could have all kinds of, because I used to work with the mentally ill who were taking mood stabilizers. When a doctor weaned them off, it's like they're a totally different person. It's like they can get aggravated, violent, and all that stuff. You don't know the reaction that everyone has to certain meds. So
I
now
mean, and some of
I'm really
that,
concerned now that schools, whether they're doing it indirectly or not, that concerns me.
it's a huge trend. And, I don't want, especially with May being Mental Health Awareness Month, people do have organic disease. So
Uh-huh.
you're going to have some mental health diagnoses that really people are going to be better served by being on a prescription. So I don't want people to think that, we're anti mental health.
Yeah, I get that.
This is the thing. These are young minds,
Yeah.
literally. And a lot of studies, and I'm not going to get too deep into it because it's kind of outside of the scope of the conversation.
Yep.
But there are so many studies as to what we can do for children to help them with their thinking, their focus, and function in life, which then
Mhm.
will lead to school work and performance. So if she wants to go ahead and DM me, I'm on Instagram at Dr.
Yeah.
Ray MD. Jump in my DM and we can talk. It's not about medical advice at all, but
Mhm.
I can give her a little bit of direction as far as nutritional support for
Mhm.
a child that might help. So she wants to DM me on Instagram. I'm at Dr. Ray Smith MD, DrRaeSmithMD, because you will be surprised
Yeah.
by the things that we can do to help our children with that are
Yeah.
non-pharmaceutical.
Yeah. And simply I'll DM you right after this on Instagram with Dr. Ray's handle. So
Perfect.
um for you. Don't worry, mama.
Yeah,
Um
we're taken
yeah.
care of.
So we have, if you don't mind, Dr. Ray, we have another question here on Facebook. Does sleep need to be in one big block of time, or can it be broken up as well?
Karen, I love that question. I totally love that question. Um, we are seeing that some of the deeper restorative processes during sleep do happen in a block. Okay. However, we're one of the few nations that does not really support getting a nap during the day. But it has been shown that people who were allowed to take a nap, quote unquote, at work, when we have the traditional day
Nap at
work
work.
schedule, that it boosts productivity,
When
right?
that happened?
What happened?
Nap at work.
Nap
Wow.
at work. You know,
That'd be
when we used
fun.
to be in kindergarten and stuff, we had that red and blue mat
Oh,
and
yes, we
whatnot.
did. We had green cots and we sleep on
Yeah,
those.
yes, in the green side. Wasn't that wonderful days?
Yes, it
So,
was. I enjoyed it.
I know,
Yeah.
and kids most of the time will fight you on a nap. But
Yes, it will.
the thing about it, what we see is, yeah, the block of sleep is needed, but the block of sleep might not be the only sleep that you need. You
Yeah.
might need another, what they call a power nap. You might need a power nap
Mhm.
during the day. And
Mhm.
it helps a lot with cognitive function
Mhm.
if your day permits that. So, yeah, definitely. If you can get anywhere from 6 to 9 hours, is what the goal is, overnight.
Mm-hmm.
But if you need another 15, 20 minutes during the day, you'll be surprised how your brain responds. Absolutely, Karen. That's an awesome question.
That's right. I need my naps, honey. Let me tell you.
Well, you're a whole other human being right now, so yeah.
I know. And it depends. It could be an hour, it could be 90 minutes. It's just, all depends. But when you do wake back up, it's like, all right, let's go.
Yep.
My energy level is different. So listen to that body. Absolutely. Okay, so staying happy. That has a lot to do with health and wellness.
It does. And it also helps to kick the energy vampires out of your life.
That's right.
The people who are like vacuums, sucking the very life energy out of you. I'm kidding, y'all. I kid. Yeah, absolutely. Staying happy. More so, I think, staying joyful is key. That every cloud has a silver lining if you look for it. For me, it's, focusing on what's true, what's pure, what's noble, what's, higher thoughts, because what you think you become. So staying happy helps you. Staying joyful helps you get those bigger goals accomplished. Sometimes we feel like, okay, well, everything back can happen has happened. Whatever you focus on, and then staying happy helps you focus on the positive. When you stay happy, you actually open your brain function gates. Studies have shown that people who are happy have better lives. And they're like, well, why is that? Well, people who are happy tend to be more optimistic, and optimism actually opens the brain to possibility. So staying happy has so many positive effects, and it's not just Pollyanna, and it's not just unicorns and rainbows and whatnot. Staying happy is an intentional process.
It's a choice.
And it's a commitment every day that despite whatever else is, and look, not every moment in your life is going to be happy. That's not realistic. But having a focus of being happy or optimistic can really change your life.
And now is the time more than ever to really do things in your life that absolutely benefits you in a massive way. And like you said, Dr. Ray, happiness is a choice. It's really easy to get mad or get an attitude with people who are, doing you wrong. But I feel like, being mad every day, it takes too much energy. It's more energy to be upset than to be happy. But still, happiness is a choice. You got to choose. So I know nowadays, even I have to remind certain people in my family, yes, hope they're watching, to stop. If watching the news for 5 to 6 hours a day makes you, not get up and do, clean the house or walk the dog or whatever, then just stop watching it. You know what I'm saying? Every day is going to be something different. So why are you trying to sit there all day and watch it? So if anything, if that's what makes you upset or accuse your sadness, then stop watching it. You know what I'm saying? You have a choice. And, that's always a thing that I just never understand. Karen commented, kids, they don't even have time to, they don't have even have.
I know. And it's it's bananas.
Yeah.
Because kids
Right.
need that sleep. I think that we've so standardized children's learning to the point of, are they learning or are they memorizing? Are they being taught how to deal with their world in a very creative way? Because Albert Einstein said that imagination is more important than knowledge. Albert Einstein, y'all. And it's really hard for that brain to be imaginative when it's tired and overstressed and overburdened. And unfortunately, I think that's what happens with a lot of kids. And staying happy is one of the things that helps us deal with our world in a more productive way.
It does.
And it's got to be a conscious choice. And just, unhappiness is an energy drainer. And just like Coach was saying, I completely agree. There's certain times I'm anti-electronics, even though I have online businesses. I'm not, absolutely, electronics are, this, but I do realize that they encroach on your day in certain ways that I'm just like, I'm like, look, I'm gonna have an electronic free period, and I just shut off everything.
Mm-hmm.
I give myself an hour, give myself an hour and a half. Nothing electronic is happening, and I'll grab myself a book.
Yep.
I would sit outside. I would just be conscious of my breathing. That's a good time to get my exercise in. I do more stretch and flexibility, but I get my cardio in. It's a part of me committing to my staying happy.
Yeah, it's important. I even like have a do not disturb on my phone. Like after 8 p.m., I don't get any notifications, even though I still go back into Messenger and I'm just every now and again to check who messaged me or whatever if something's coming up for the day before. But we have a question on Instagram, which is how do you break a tech addiction in kids? Wow. Okay. I have 4 kids, and I give them a curfew. Trust and believe, honey, that was hard. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When I started giving them a curfew, because I'm gonna be honest, I felt bad when this whole pandemic thing happened that I allowed them to go crazy with their tablets and all that stuff, and they would play all into the night. And I just, because I felt bad, I was like, they couldn't go outside. This is when we were in deep quarantine, right? But now I give them a curfew. It's pretty quite early, and they've gotten we have the curfew now for like 2 weeks, so this is all recent. So they've been pretty much upset. Roaring started crying profusely last night, really bad, and I had to tell him, listen, if you're gonna cry about this, you may not have the game again for a month. So I realized that they built this emotional attachment to it, which I can only blame myself for, because I've for me feeling bad about their situation, I was like, oh, I let them do what they want. But you just have to, for me, you have to set boundaries, because I'm not going to say, no, you can't play a game, no, you can't, because now their whole learning aspect is technical now. So they got to be on it anyway. I think we should monitor what type of games they play. Like, they're not allowed to play like gory, like excessive shooting games and stuff. Those yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I did. I blame myself. Yeah, I mean, I'm the parent, so we brought the devices for each of them, But it was bad. Even the baby was like sleeping with her tablet, and then we took that away, and she went crazy. So yeah, so I mean, just create boundaries, and I had to constantly remember I'm the parent. Okay, so
and if I can interject this,
go right ahead.
A couple of things. Tech addiction. Okay, so there's varying degrees of that in our children. And let me say this: don't feel guilty if you realize there's an issue. Come up with a plan and work your plan.
That's right.
I'm kind of a straightforward person. Turn off the Wi-Fi.
Oh,
then what they gonna do?
Turn off the Wi-Fi.
What they gonna do? Now, I have online businesses. Coach, you have an online business as well. So it's also gonna force me to get off the electronics. And you know what that is? That's gonna show your kids. It's gonna show your kids by example. Now you can also split your Wi-Fi, where you have a Wi-Fi to work and there's a general Wi-Fi, so that can be done.
Yes, I was thinking about doing that.
But
I was thinking about
the Wi-Fi.
Yes, girl, turn up the Wi-Fi. They love it on Instagram.
What they gonna do?
They can't play anything without the Wi-Fi.
Now, do expect there's gonna be some crying and some gnashing of teeth.
Child, Lord.
But as a parent, I feel like a lot of times when we have to make those quality decisions for our children, it's not going to be easy. They might not even enjoy it. They might not even like you then. But it really bothers me when I hear about people's kids playing Fortnite at 2 and 3 and 4 in the morning, knowing going back to getting enough sleep, what things that developing brain is not getting.
Yeah.
Because they're not sleeping. And let me tell you all something. This is part of the reason why I turn all electronics off for certain periods, and especially at bedtime. Blue light, listen to this, y'all. Blue light, which is what every electronic screen is, depletes your brain of melatonin. I had so many families, I would tell them, turn the TV off at least an hour before bedtime. And they'd be like, oh, the TV's playing when they're asleep. That's a huge mistake. You're actually making your job as a good parent harder because all blue light depletes melatonin, especially when the brain is supposed to be settling for sleep. So you're actually helping your child's brain have less melatonin. Melatonin is a calming hormone. So we wind up in this cycle. And I know we're kind of outside of the do's and don'ts, but I'm kind of passionate about it. Reason being is we don't understand the whole area of electronics. Now, this is the other thing too. Not all electronics are bad.
Yeah.
Be proactive in offering your children electronics that are actually helpful for school, but still fun. Still fun. And as much stuff as we order off of Amazon, find some books your kids are going to like. A lot of times kids wind up on electronics because they don't know the option. Like, I know for summertime, I always had a book in my hand over summer.
We had to turn in a whole book report about it. I remember that. We had to turn in whole book reports once school started. Yeah, it wasn't playing.
Something your child enjoys. You know, get on and find a book, some type of subject they love, and get them a couple of books. So that when you turn the Wi-Fi off and they come to bother you, be like, go get your book.
That's right. They have no choice.
One of the biggest gifts you can give your children is a love of reading. And one of the ways that you can do that is be a role model yourself. Get some books you love. Your kids will often catch more than you tell them.
That's right.
Love, get them a book they want, and y'all get to reading. Turn the Wi-Fi off.
Because I know here in New York City, you know, reading is like 80% of their grade point average. So they can be good at math, social studies, science. If they don't got the reading down, they can end up not even going to on a middle school level and beyond. They can't, you know, they will not pass them to the next grade. They're really serious about that. Yeah. So let's move on to the next point for today, which is obviously junk food. What do you think about that?
Now, junk food, you know, the thing about it is, once again, we're natural creatures and our bodies respond best to natural foods. I know people are like, don't eat this, don't eat that, don't eat the other. As far as, you know, whole foods are concerned, if you're eating whole foods, I salute you, because right now, with this whole situation right now, junk foods are so much more accessible. That's a lot of what we're wanting because we are stressed, because this is an unprecedented time. There's a lot of uncertainty, and it can be a reflex, you know, response to grab a bag of chips, to grab a honey bun, to have the store or whatever. So not to plug myself, but I will get the 3-day challenge, because when your blood sugar is down, you'll be surprised how much you don't even crave the junk food. You know, sometimes we think that our cravings are just a poor willpower, but actually your cravings are a signal of something that your body needs. And so if you can redirect it, like we're redirecting these kids off this electronics, if you can redirect, you know, your blood sugars and get those balanced, a lot of times you have less of a fight with the junk food, where you don't feel like, okay, I'm not going to do it, and you fall off the bandwagon really quickly. A balanced blood sugar is a panacea for your body. And the junk foods are so destructive, especially if you don't limit them. I'm not saying you can't have any junk food, okay? You know, you can have some. I've never been one to say I don't eat any junk food, because I do.
Yeah.
But I also make certain that my meals contain vegetables. You know, we have a microfarming business, so it makes it a little easier for us. But I always make certain we have a fruit or vegetable with every meal, because fruits and vegetables offer nutritional integrity that you need, that your body needs. So junk foods don't. Junk foods have all kinds of chemicals and toxins that are not healthy for us right now. Junk foods a lot of times contain high levels of salt and sugar. Neither one of those are good right now. Salt can drive your blood pressure way high. Sugar can drive your blood sugar way high. And as we've seen over and over and over and over again, the communities are hardest hit in this pandemic are communities of color. And let's be honest, the things that we have most accessible to us by and large are the junk foods. That's what you can find at the stores in our area. Be conscientious that when you are getting your groceries, when you are making, your plans, your meal plans, or, cooking, that you're getting things. Also, too, if you're getting something takeout, be like, okay, no, we want the apple slices, not the French fries.
Yeah.
Have a salad instead of a burger. So you can make quality decisions no matter where you are. Just opening your mind that a better decision now is going to feed your current self the way that you want your future self to feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you don't feed yourself well now, you will have issues in the future. It's just period, point blank. So
right.
Sugar, too much salt, which is what junk foods are full of, and then caffeine really does a number on our health. So you can be vegan. There's vegan junk foods. You can be a carnivore, going out and, getting the meat yourself. There's carnivorous junk foods. So junk foods are universal.
That's right.
So just avoid them as much as possible and make them an occasional treat and not your daily menu.
Yeah, drinking enough water is so important too. We have someone here on Instagram who asks, where do you find yummy recipes for how to cook veggies? Because they're saying they're Southern.
Oh, yeah. I'm Southern too. I'm from NOLA. I'm from New Orleans. Yes. So we from the dirty.
We were just talking about your food the other day. How versatile y'all palates are. Yeah.
Yeah. And, talking about our palates. You can cultivate your taste. You can change your palate. And the thing about it is maybe when you first start doing it, if it's new, you might not want to do it. But as you continue to do it, you will. Like, for instance, when we had dinner last night, I had a squash and onion casserole, and we had steamed broccoli. And so my child asked me for more broccoli, but that's because I always give him broccoli. To him, that's okay. And for me as well, that helps me to eat more vegetables because I want him to see. I find it's interesting. I'm talking about junk foods. I talk to my sister friends and all this, and, we're good moms and doing all the, fighting a good fight. And they will make their kids eat the vegetables, but then they won't eat the vegetables. I'm just like, wait a minute. For one, you need your vegetables too, ma'am. And for two, your kids need to see you take care of yourself.
That's right.
This is what mom is doing for herself. I probably should do it too. Yeah. Kids are going to resonate better when they see their parent doing those things. So as far as veggies, I tend to steam mine. I'll put a little, I'm in New Orleans. We do Tony Chachere's. They have a low sodium option. The more vegetables that you eat, the more fruits that you eat, the more that your palate and taste buds are going to want them. You can do them raw. You can have them, with a little olive oil, on a little oil, all kinds of options. It depends upon what you like. So, do it the way that you like. And you don't have to always do it the way someone else does it. Just do what fits you, in your groove. But I tend to do mine with olive oil on a low broil. I'll put a little bit of garlic powder on mine. Also, too, I might put a little sea salt on it, like that. But there's tons of options, and a wonderful resource for that is YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too. I go in there a lot.
Grab a tutorial, and do it.
Yep, that's right. That's right. Okay, so we talked about this before we hopped on live. Avoid drinking and smoking. I would say definitely on the drinking side, avoid that excessive use of that, because I get it. Some people just like wine, they like their champagne and stuff like that. But right now people probably are ingesting a lot of alcohol. What do you think about that, Dr. Ray?
Well, I laughed a little bit when you first pulled up that title, because once again I'm in New Orleans. We have drive-through daiquiri places.
What? Drive-through daiquiri in the morning? Well, I hope
no, not in the morning. Not in the morning.
Okay.
No, not in the morning. But for lunch and on.
I'm sorry, but is it that you can't drink and drive? I don't understand.
No, you're not supposed to drink and drive.
Okay.
So you go and get your daiquiri through the drive-through. And then you go wherever you're gonna go and drink it.
Okay, but nobody's drinking it while they're driving.
Not supposed.
They're not supposed to. Okay.
They're not supposed to, but I'm sure some are.
Yeah.
So anyway, we have drive-through daiquiri places. We have drive-through liquor stores. So it's real easy. And I thought it was interesting when we're still in quarantine in Louisiana, being one of the leading states, in the top 10 states of COVID and mortalities. Thank you, God, that we are flattening the curve now.
Yeah.
But I thought that was interesting when they were listing essential services. They said liquor stores. I was like, what? But then I thought about it. Some people who truly are dependent on alcohol, the last thing you want to do is them to not be on it, because it actually can cause all kinds of medical issues. But this is the thing. Excessive alcohol solves no problem. It creates problems. So I'm not saying you can't have your, occasional glass of wine. You can't have your occasional cocktail, that kind of thing. But once again, we're going back to the sugar. Alcohols and wines in general have high levels of sugar.
Yeah.
So once again, we're going back to triggering inflammatory hormones.
Yeah.
So, they say for a woman, you can have a glass, which is like 6 ounces of red wine, preferably, because it has resveratrol, which is very good for the heart. You can have one of those 6 ounces, y'all, not 32.9 ounces of red wine, per evening. Mixed cocktails have less health benefits, but also too, you don't have to drink wine to get that benefit. You can get that from grape juice as well. So you don't have to drink wine in order to get the resveratrol. But and then smoking is huge. And LaShawn, I'm looking in the comments over here. She said, generate revenue for states. This is so true. This is so true. And they're taxed quite heavily. I think there's like 2 or 3 different liquor taxes for most purchases. So yeah, you're absolutely right. They generate a lot of revenue. Problem being is people right now are dealing with so much anxiety and so much sadness. And some people, frankly, just have depression and not getting treatment. And now you're mixing in alcohol. So that could be all kinds of wrong things happening.
That's right.
So, that's why you have to be very aware. And if you're having a hard time, reach out. They have all kinds of counseling services now online, hotlines and Zoom rooms and everything. So please take advantage of that. You can hop on Facebook, Instagram, any of those social media platforms, and I'm sure you can find one in your area very quickly, or even go to your public health department webpage for your state, because a lot of states are having what they call COVID hotlines, because there's a lot of anxiety right now. I know that you all probably have noticed it. The level is off the charts.
Yes, it is.
So, and then as far as the smoking, I'm not a smoker. I've had people in my family who are, and it's a horrible addiction to have. So much damage.
I'm sorry, this person cutting grass. Every day he cutting grass. I'm
Okay. It leads to premature aging, and I mean, it's not good for our black girl magic if we smoking and dealing with our black girl magic and doing the smoking. Another thing is, which we all know, smoking is linked to higher rates of cancers of all types, but especially head and neck cancer. But you can have cancer on anywhere on your body, and the smoking is actually feeding the cancer cells because the damage that the toxins are. And right now, vaping is huge. I think it's kind of calmed down a little bit because they were doing quite a few stories and a lot of things were in the news as far as people vaping and then needing a lung transplant. There's even worse chemicals in vaping, and I know it was seen as a healthier alternative to smoking. If you're burning anything other than sage, you're gonna have a problem with your lungs. Okay. So avoid smoking. It's the best option. And if not, develop yourself a plan how to stop smoking because that is a huge risk factor right now in this current day and time. Smoking is not good for your lungs, but it's even worse if you were to wind up with the novel coronavirus right now. Your lungs are already compromised. So they're always talking about if you're compromised, if you're compromised, if you're compromised. Excess drinking and smoking are compromises in your body. So avoid them. Not the drinking, because like I said from the avoid excessive drinking and avoid smoking. Absolutely. Some of the best things that you could do for yourself.
Absolutely. Sorry about that, guys. Neighbors cutting the grass, so you hear lawnmowers and stuff. So brings us to our last point, and I think you touched on this a little bit, Dr. Ray, earlier, which is buy the first thing you see when you walk in the supermarket.
The neighbor just won't let us be great this morning, huh? Just won't let us be great this morning.
I don't get every day this person is doing weed whacking.
Every day? How fast does their grass grow?
I get it. Huh?
How fast does their grass grow? Every day?
They got a little itty bitty yard back there. And he on one of those lawnmowers that you sit on. And I'm like,
like he's just trying to get outside. He's like, I'm outside, can't nobody do nothing about it.
Every day in the morning, he's out there cutting or weed whacking. I'm glad he ain't weed whacking because y'all would not hear me at all. Worse than that, but I think he stopped now. But
he's living his best life on the
road. I know. Ain't nobody gonna keep him from taking care of his land. Yes. Oh God. Sorry about that, guys. I know that affected the sound a little bit. But go ahead, Dr. Ray.
Buy the first thing you see when you walk in the supermarket. A lot of things when you first walk in the supermarket is going to be tabloid papers and junk food.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
That's what you're going to see the first thing you walk into the supermarket because that's where they're making their most profit. Yep. So they're going to put that right in your face so that you can pick up something. So make certain, they say, shop the perimeter of your supermarket.
He's coming back around again. Hold on.
They say shop the perimeter of your supermarket because in the center tends to be where all the processed foods are. So, you want to go to your produce section. You want to go to, the fresh sections in your grocery store. As we said, you want to do whole foods as much as possible. Sometimes people hear whole food and they think super high grocery bill. Once again, I'm going to go back to being from New Orleans. You can do rice and beans like really inexpensively. And you can do your rice and beans all kinds of ways where it's vegan or vegetarian or not. And that's not expensive. Doing rice and beans, and there's so many different types of beans. And there's so many different ways you could do it. And that's not expensive. So don't think that when you're doing whole foods, it has to be expensive. It doesn't have to be. You just have to be more aware. It's sometimes a little bit more work to think about how to make these meals that are whole food and not expensive. But the thing about it is, it'll be worth it. And it's really, well, I like to cook. it is going to be really fun to do, and you can get your kids involved with it. It could be part of their learning process, because we all need life skills, and as long as they can, be supervised, show your kids how to cook.
That's
That'll
important.
something that'll
Yeah.
serve them well later on in life.
Yeah. I mean, every man in my family learned how to cook from, their mom or grandmother or whatever. Even my brother, like I always say he could live by himself and he'd be fine because he knows how to do his laundry, he knows how to cook, clean, everything. I think that's definitely important. So, Dr. Ray, if you could go over what your 3-day challenge is about, and before she does that, guys, I actually done Dr. Ray's 3-day challenge, and I'm telling you, I loved it, I enjoyed it. It definitely gave me a whole heap of results. So if you could go over again, just like earlier on this live, what the 3-day challenge is about and how they can sign up for it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, definitely, like I said, I'm on Instagram at Dr. Ray Smith MD. That's DrRaeSmithMD. That's on Instagram. And you can find me on Facebook. .com/. Dr. Ray Smith MD, and that's my business page. And the 3-day health challenge, I think this is really awesome. Not just because this is a product that I offer, but because it's a product that people need. People are needing energy. People are needing clearer thinking. People are needing something to help them with weight gain in a healthy way that's more than a laxative or some type of trick device. This is actually, about your better health. That's what my page is, Better Health with Dr. Ray. So for our 3-day health challenge, it is four of our most popular health products targeted at energy and weight loss. Now, 3 days, don't expect that it's going to be a whole lot of weight loss because it's only 3 days, but it gives you a good sneak peek into how easy it is to incorporate better health in your life. And just let you know, the box is only $19.95. When you go to that link and you get on, we offer you free shipping. You get free shipping on that. The box contains a $20 coupon. So it's definitely a win-win. So 2 of the products, this is what I'm drinking right now. So it's in the 3-day health, do this. Okay. It's in the 3-day health box. The thing about it is this is going to help you balance your blood sugar. We were talking about that when we're having the fight with junk food and we're trying to make healthier decisions. A balanced blood sugar is going to be huge for that. So this is a very key tool to getting your blood sugars balanced. And then the nitric oxide booster, which is here, it is the active and energizes body and brain, which is huge right now. We need to have clear thoughts to make better decisions for ourselves. The other 2 products are one that targets belly fat. It's called MetaBurn. It contains adaptogens. So adaptogens are natural herbal supplements that help your body handle stress better. So it has astragalus and rhodiola. Everything that we have is non-GMO. It's gluten-free. And the last product is our protein shake. Now, I know a lot of people don't like protein shakes. I don't, I get it. But a lot of times people haven't had a quality protein shake. It doesn't have the quality whey in it. And also, too, it doesn't have all of the nutrition in it. And our protein shakes that are part of the 3-day health challenge contain fiber. So all those things are included in the 3-day health challenge. In addition, we also have some recipes. We have some recipes in there. We have some information on, healthy meals, protein shake recipes. And with the 3-day challenge, you also get a private Facebook group. We have a private Facebook group that is included with your 3-day health challenge. And that really amps up your experience where you can get your questions answered in those 3 days, get some direction and how getting the maximum results and the best understanding. And yeah, we have that for limited time, and definitely we have free shipping. And everyone that I've had do the 3-day challenge, which has been dozens of people now, just like Coach was saying, they love it. So that makes it even more exciting for me because I get to offer something of value to people that they need right now, especially right now. So, don't give up that, right now we're dealing with all these issues and that your health has to kind of slide over and you're not concentrating on it. This 3-day health challenge is the perfect way to kickstart your health in the right direction. And everything in the box is awesome. It tastes awesome. It works awesome. That's why I have my drink every morning. And yeah, it'll get you that energy and that clarity that you need, that we all need. So that's a 3-day health challenge. And then the link to get it, Coach is showing the graphic, the 3 cassettes. That's the 3-day health challenge pack. It's at bit.ly/2VSDE84. That's 2 capital letter V as in Victor, lowercase s as in Sam, uppercase D as in David, lowercase E as in Edward, 84. So you can get on there and we can get you started and get you the information that you need to jumpstart your health with your gut health and also to that energy without being the toxins, the chemicals, and all of that nasty stuff. Our products are natural, only natural ingredients, nothing artificial.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Ray. I wanted to show them that screen real quick. I hope you don't mind so they know.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Look like, because like I said, I enjoyed this challenge while I was doing it. So it's definitely going to give you guys a kickstart. Their system is amazing, and you're going to get the 100% support on the back end for Dr. Ray in case you do have any questions, which you probably will once you get your package, want to know where to start and all this stuff. So I think that's just absolutely amazing. A lot of these things that you sometimes try or we sometimes try, I know in the past when I've tried products, either it gave me too much energy where I was very jittery and all over the place, or it barely did anything. But I'm telling you, this 3-day challenge actually hit the right spot. So you guys definitely need to go over and try it. So once again, Dr. Ray, I thank you so much for joining the show. I did send you a message about another topic we could probably discuss next week, which I think will be quite interesting. So Dr. Ray will definitely be back on the show for sure, for sure. All right, Dr. Ray, thank you for joining, sis.
And then we talk about tomorrow?
Yes, Pastor Cass is tomorrow. Absolutely, guys. So just so you guys know, every other week we do our official Pastor Cass Summit. We mainly do it on Periscope. I'm going to be putting up the graphic for that summit later on today. Dr. Ray is always a speaker on the summit. We have 4 other ladies who's also going to be joining us tomorrow evening at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So those of you who want to learn more information about it, just go to CamelSuccessNetwork.com. We have an amazing topic to discuss as always, and you're going to have the opportunity to listen to 5 different ladies' perspectives on the topic that we're going to be discussing tomorrow. So I encourage you guys to all come and attend. Join us on Periscope. We have a lot of fun. Right? We have a whole lot of fun. And I really look forward to seeing each and every one of you guys there. It's just a fun place to be, of some awesome ladies who are just amazing. Amazing. Here you go again. All right. So I can't put this up.
That's the weed eater, isn't it? Or is it a blower?
Yeah. I can't. And then one cuts the grass, and then the rest of them. All right, so we're gonna end it on that note. I will see you guys later.
Bye, y'all.